Do you like stabbing unsuspecting people in the head? Do you like kicking people's corpses while they're down? Well, Chivalry might be the perfect game for you. Hello, my name is Pebble, but you can call me Tom, and welcome to this new series on the channel where we look at some of the games on Game Pass and I give you my first impressions and show you a bit of gameplay to see whether you'd like to play them yourself, and then I'll give a little rating at the end on how I thought the game was to play. Now I must stress this isn't just for games on Game Pass, like you can pick these games up separately if you so wish. So, Chivalry 2 is the highly anticipated sequel to the first Chivalry, a game I logged hundreds of hours into on PC because who doesn't love stabbing people with shiny objects? Now, the thing I loved about the first game was it had a very dedicated fan base and they hosted lots of PvP events and clan wars that I was lucky enough to take part in my time playing the game. The game modes are exciting with interesting objectives to follow, lots of weapons to hit people over the head with. What else could you want from a medieval FPS? FPS in this case being first person shanking. Now, when you first launch the game, you can look at stuff like your class, your weapon levels, and kind of like upgrades and stuff, because who wouldn't want to upgrade a sword? I mean, I don't know how it can get any better, but you know, there you go. So there's loads of customization options, and then you get into the modes. There's 64 player modes, 40 player modes, servers, beginners, mounted warfare, which you ride on a horse. How cool is that? So, without further ado, let's get into my first game on Chivalry. As you can see at the top of the screen, I'm searching for a game. So when I first spawned in, I was lucky to witness this absolute battle for the ages of these two people ganging up on this guy from the red team. And then I spawned in with a weapon I wasn't expecting to be using my first time round, an axe. Now, as you can see, I had to swing to make sure the axe actually worked because, you know, no one wants to go into battle with a faulty axe. And of course, you've got to inspect the wood on the axe to make sure, you know, it's wood-like. I mean, that's quite important when you're holding a wooden-based axe. I then took my first swing at an enemy and knocked him off. I think that's a success in my books. I mean, yeah, he's not dead, but he's no longer trying to hit me anymore, so win-winner. I then did my first amount of team damage for the game. You'll see this a lot. Team damage is something that can actually happen, and you can kill your teammates, however accidental that may be. I then got absolutely destroyed. And with vengeance in my heart, I rode back out into the battle and I decided to stab someone with an axe, which, you know, is not a common way to use an axe, to stab someone with the wooden end of the axe. And then me and my teammates decided to gang up and bully this guy because, you know, the way of getting what you want, gang up and bully someone. I then picked up his sword because it would enable me to stab people with, you know, the pointy end. And then I did another bout of team damage because who doesn't love some good old-fashioned team damage? I ran forward and watched my teammate absolutely execute the guy in front of me, which, good family-friendly, wholesome fun, I think you'll agree. I then pushed forward, helping my team with the objective, and then I found a new strategy. I think you'll be impressed by this. Standing behind a wall, popping out every now and again, and poking someone. Wow. That is some prime medieval combat. Now, it only took about 10 seconds before they worked out my strategy, and me and this guy got into a good old-fashioned duel, exchanging blows. Before, I got ganged up and bullied by his teammates. Why would anyone do that? That is inexcusable behaviour. I went to run back into battle and immediately fell over because if that doesn't sum me up, I don't know what will. As we all ran back into battle, our teammates were helping out the objective of pushing the siege ramps, but I was greedy and I ran straight past, because I wanted to get some content. But there was no one up here. Oh no. My teammates have found someone. They killed him before I even got there. Wow, fantastic. This other guy came and tried to attack me from behind. What a cheeky lad. So I decided to hit him with all my force, and I killed him. My first kill. Wow. What an achievement for me. I then decided the smart thing to do would be to poke this guy with my axe. A flawless strategy once again, before my teammate took him down, and then I took, let's face it, his better axe. Awesome. I've got a new weapon, and I'm going to poke someone with it. I then decided that I was going to help my teammate take down these two dodgy fellas who were killing him very brutally. So then me and this guy in some very fancy gold armour with an equally impressive axe, that's definitely not a metaphor, I promise, decided to engage in some battle before his teammate decided to show off and kick me off of some wooden scaffolding. What a knob. I then worked out you could actually bandage yourself, which I should have known beforehand, but you know, self-care is important, and as I run up looking for him, he was waiting for me. Wow, he decided to spring a trap and it didn't work. You failed, sir. I'm gonna poke you with my axe. My teammate then showed up to back the beef and I thought, I've got him now. So I decided to push down and, yep, I died again. Nice one. I then re-engaged in battle and found this guy with a massive sword, and I don't know about you, but I think he might be compensating for something. I then decided to let my teammate handle them while I ran away and poked him again. I blocked effectively. Look at that, I'm a master swordsman. So as I was sat back watching the conflict with popcorn in hand, my teammate got absolutely laid out. So I decided I would avenge his death by killing someone who had absolutely nothing to do with it. The man with the big axe. I poked him. It worked. I was finally getting better at poking. We blocked blows. I stabbed him again. It worked. I stabbed him for a third time and I took him down. And then I decided to do the very mature thing and kick his dead corpse a few times in celebration, I guess. I then helped revive my teammate to show that my previous bouts of team damage were totally an accident and a misclick. I'm such a good teammate. I then picked up a new weapon which had pointy stuff all over it so I'd be able to effectively poke people. My teammate then caught fire, as you do. I mean, who doesn't love spontaneously combusting on a medieval battlefield? I know, I love it. Now, as I was admiring the view in this castle, it's a beautiful game, I must say, my teammate decided to get himself into some battle, so I decided to help him with my new pointy stick. It wasn't going too well for me, I was getting absolutely hammered, and then I caught fire. And then I dealt some more team damage because, you know, I'm just fantastic at this game, as you can clearly see. The battle kept commencing, I kept hitting, I did more team damage. I poked with my stick, more team damage. I kicked a dead corpse. Wow. Entertaining stuff. Me and my teammate then pushed on to take down this guy with a very long weapon before he decided to run away. Wow. Even in these medieval times, they still have pussies. Now at this point I actually worked out how to change my class so then I could use a sharp pointy stick. Or a sword, you know, whatever you want to call it. My teammate saved my life, which is brilliant of him, fantastic. And then I decided to blow on this horn. I have no idea what it does, but I could do it, so I did it. I continued fighting this guy before my teammate showed up and decided to help, but I think I, did most of the damage, definitely. I decided to poke him. I poked another guy. I caught fire. I feel like this is karma for my constant poking, and instead of running out of the fire, I decided to sit in it and burn. I'm very smart. Now, I gave my teammate a pat on the back for good luck. Unfortunately, it was with my sword, so it might have hurt him. I then continued poking people because, I didn't learn my lesson. My character then learned how to give a thumbs up, which I think is the perfect time to say, if you liked the video, please thumbs up it yourself. Do like my character or you'll get beheaded, just like he did. And if you like the video, make sure you subscribe. So at this point in the video, I will say I had a huge amount of fun playing this game. I mean, it is just ridiculously funny, and I'm sure if you were playing it with friends, it would be even funnier. So I think of my new rating system, I will give it a solid 7 out of 10. It is a certified Game Pass gem. Now this is the time where I turn to you. If you've got any games you'd like me to review on Game Pass gems, let me know in the comments and I'm sure we can have a look. So thank you for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed. It was a lot of fun to make, as I'm sure you can imagine. Who doesn't love poking people with shiny sticks? But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.